Hello folks and welcome to the Vertigo Tea Party and let's try Memoria. It's by Daedalic Entertainment. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. It's available for $19.99 on Steam. It does support Steam achievements and Steam trading cards for those who are into that kind of thing. It is also on the Apple App Store, I am to understand. It's also based on The Dark Eye, which I'm personally not familiar with, but it's described as being very popular, a pen and paper RPG system in Europe. It is a point-and-click adventure game focusing on story and dialogue. There are two main characters, a birder, if you will. I guess he hunts birds or collects birds. I don't really know, but that's kind of a cover. He's actually trying to revert his girlfriend, who is currently a raven, back into a fairy, which is her original form.
From what direction did the attack
Excuse
come?
me, I'm actually talking. There's also another story where you play as a princess several hundred years ago who is trying to find this item that will help her save the world. I don't know if we're going to be doing any of that today. It's kind of going back and forth. I just kind of picked up here, and I'm probably not going to play a whole lot because I don't want to ruin the puzzles, but I want to show you guys just roughly how this works. So, to bring you up to speed, and to try to avoid spoilers, that there might be a little bit of spoilers here, we're coming back to talk to this merchant who is supposed to help us in our quest to change our girlfriend from a raven back into a fairy. But all of a sudden, these pillars are still around here, and the merchant is gone. Apparently, some folks attacked him, and he supposedly turned them into these weird-looking pillars.
What did the mage look like? From what direction did the attack come?
Are you asking me?
Oh, he's still here. Brider, I expect more martial severity. See to it that he goes away. I can't understand a word this way.
Beat it.
All right.
That was kind of odd. I like how he walks away and this comes right back without me clicking.
First, I have to find out what happened to Fi.
So let's not talk to him anymore. So you have a left click and a right click. Left click interacts with them, like tries to talk to them, picks up the item, pulls the lever, whatever. Right click inspects them.
He's holding a small shell
How many
against the
attackers
petrified
were
woman.
there?
I wonder if he thinks he can talk to her that way. It doesn't look like she's going to answer.
We also have an inventory. One thing that makes this game different than other adventure games is you have magic spells. This guy has... I wish this guy would shut up. This guy can cast a spell which will destroy something or fix it. Like if you break a glass jar and cast that on it, it will actually put the jar back together. So all that said, let's go and start investigating.
Watch it, lad. I've got sharp eyes.
Looks like the knapsack of a wanderer or hunter, not like the bag of a serious mage.
So if you are one of those who hate pixel hunting and point-and-click adventure games, and I am one of those people, you can hold down spacebar, and it will light up everything that you can actually interact with. So there's actually two things down here. Oh, we see hammer.
Take your paws off my hammer.
There's a hammer peeking out of the bag.
So obviously we want the hammer. I would not even bother talking to him. Let's look at the stone pillar.
Hey, anybody in there?
She can't hear a thing. And if you keep yelling like that, neither can I. So, please.
The pillar. It has the face of the butcher woman from the market. What happened here?
Okay, we can also look at this one.
What happened here? A stone pillar with a stone sword and an elaborately chiseled beard. If it really were chiseled, that is.
Okay, well, let's see the barrier. Probably we can't just walk over it. He'll probably complain.
Hands off! This zone is restricted.
Alright, so let's see if we can leave.
I'm not going back until I know where Fi went.
Okay, around the clearing. See if we can go around. We obviously need to distract him so that we can get into the bag there.
How many attackers were there?
That guy's a little too loud. Alright, what can we see over here? There's a barrier here. I'm sure
Hey, that rope is there for a reason.
See if we can talk to her.
Hey, is there any trace of the merchant?
Indeed there is. He's carrying a double consumer, which he uses to slice up every little pain in the neck that comes along.
What? How do you know that?
I can
The
see it.
spirit must have
He's
been
standing behind
petrified
you,
as well.
grinning. No, we still don't know anything.
Some of the humor in this game is
Please
pretty
go
good too.
away. Otherwise I'll be in even more trouble.
I've seen her in the market a few times. The School of Arcane Combat hasn't been accepting women into their ranks for long.
Alright, there's not much else we can look at in the stone
He's
pillar.
too far away.
And this chest, which
I'm
obviously
too
we
far
can't
away
get
for
to.
that.
What's over here? Tent entrance? I'm
I'm
guessing.
too far away for that.
Yeah, we're not going to get in there. So let's check out our inventory in that case. We have the knife. Nuri's Nexus. Nuri is our fairy girlfriend.
From
and then
what
there's Nuri. She's in our
direction did
bag
the
too.
attack
I
come?
have to find Fahi. Only he can transform Nuri back into herself.
So unfortunately, there's not anywhere else that we can go. Actually, that kind of works out because we know whatever it is has to be over here. So let's try maybe casting a spell on one of the
If
pillars.
these really are petrified people, I need to be careful with my spell.
Well, actually, and again, since this is going to be kind of a short one, since it doesn't take a whole lot to show a point-and-click adventure, I want to show the voice acting, the artwork, whatnot. Let's show the hint system. So if you get stuck, you can click your quest log. First off, you can actually click through and reread things about the various people and places you've encountered so far, which is nice because it does give a little backstory that doesn't necessarily go over in the dialogue. And it does expand as you find new things. So there's new things, new people you can click on and read about. So our quest is to find a way to the clearing. Well, I'm kind of stuck, so let's go ahead and click on that. It says, overburden the magician his investigation, so he needs the help of his student. Okay. Now, there's one problem with this system, and I meant to show you while I was in there. Is the hint will point you in the right direction, which is fine, but it doesn't go any further. So sometimes you already know what you're supposed to do, but
How many attackers were there?
but you don't know exactly how to make that happen. So I've always preferred a more gradual hint system where the first hint is very vague. The second hint is a little bit more specific until you get to the end where it's just like, look, just do this if you haven't figured it out by now. So let's try using the spell on something.
If these really are...
Probably not going to let us use it on that. Maybe his bag.
That doesn't need to be repaired.
Well, I don't know what he always wants me to repair. I want you to break it.
No, I'll leave it like that.
Well, that's not working. So we have to distract him somehow.
No, I'll leave it like... I
The
don't need
spirit
magic
must have
for
been
that.
petrified as well.
Talking to him is
Well, maybe if we use her
He's
on
a
him.
funny fellow.
only as long as he doesn't see that I have a talking raven with me.
So I was thinking maybe distract him with that, but that doesn't seem to work. Maybe stab him to death.
That brings back bad memories.
Stabbing a strange old man talking to a stone pillar that looks like a person. Man, you've had some interesting adventures. All right,
What did the mage look like?
so yeah, now we're already kind of stuck, which is funny because I haven't had a whole lot of trouble. I have gotten a little stuck before, but now I'm like really stuck. Overburden the magician in his investigation, so he needs the help of his student. So I'm not really sure what else it could want from me at this point. I don't think I could probably...
Not as long as that mage is nearby.
Maybe I have to use it over here? This is exactly what I was
Spirit
afraid
must
would
have
happen
been
on a point-and-click
petrified as
adventure
well.
game. As soon as I pick it up, like the very first puzzle. Well, I'm actually just started into the second chapter. I'm about 2 hours in. I think there's... I forget. I think there's 6 or 7 chapters. Alright, so let's try... You can also... You
From
don't have to go to
what
the inventory.
direction
You can
did
use
the
your mouse
attack
wheel
come?
to scroll through the items. I know it's kind of hard to see. So you don't have to go to your inventory every single time.
Better not.
Alright, let's try this maybe.
Nothing's happening. Most locks aren't terribly impressed with my pathetic spell.
Yeah, his spell's not the greatest. I'm clicking on the chest. He's just kind of like, I don't wanna.
How many
I can't-
attackers
Better
were
not.
there?
That girl is watching.
Can you cast it on her? Probably not.
Nothing happened. Obviously, it's neither breakable nor broken. That exceeds my power.
Alright, let me figure out how to at least get this puzzle, and I'll pick you guys up. Alright, I'm gonna just try random things until I get it. Because I kind of want to talk
care
about...
of her in the cage.
I wanted to talk about
He's a funny fellow.
Oh, no,
just my general thoughts on the game while I try to figure this
Geron.
puzzle
I
out.
know you.
I'm trying to get the bird to
Nuri's
actually pick
still-
up some of this stuff, but she's not having it.
Nuri
I really like the
pretends to be
art style.
Petrified one in front of the mage, but her voice isn't deep enough.
Okay, so we're gonna get the crow or the raven, sorry, to pretend that she's this pillar, because that's the female pillar.
Psst.
Nori, can you do me a favor? Distract the mage. Hop behind the statue and talk to him. He'll think you're the petrified woman.
Shall I tell him about King Chestnut and the turnip ghosts?
No, just answer his questions.
What questions, and what should I say?
Listen.
How many attackers were there?
11 to 15.
What did the mage look like?
He had a little monkey on his shoulder.
How do you know all that?
I don't know anything, I'm just guessing.
From what direction did the attack come?
It came out of the forest.
And in what direction did they depart?
To the northwest. Can you remember all that?
I think so.
I wonder if that's important. Like, would you have to tell him specifically?
Oh, what a waste of time. It appears the spirit of these peasants has been extinguished once and for all.
Well, okay, the interback. Do I have to then make this harder?
Ha! I have contact.
What did she say?
Shh.
Do you need help taking notes?
No, the report isn't difficult. I can memorize it.
So, I guess we have to make it more complicated.
Nuri, tell the mage something else.
Yeah, I think we have to do specific things to make
When
her
he asks
stay.
how many attackers there were, tell him...
Countless.
Say you were overrun. If he wants a description of them...
We'll skip through that. So I'm gonna guess we're gonna give as many like specific details as possible.
It came... And the attack... To the northwest. Can you remember?
Only just.
So I guess he needs so much detailed information that he needs the helper with him to write it all down. Very weird having this woman whisper into my ear.
Has changed.
Notes?
No, the report isn't difficult. I can memorize it.
Most of the puzzles haven't been bad. This is the first puzzle that's kind of annoying. You have to choose very specific things. And it's not very clear what you're supposed to pick. 11 to 15, I guess that would be
11
harder.
If he wants...
This sounds good. It's the more
tell him the...
descriptive. From the northeast, I guess. And to the northwest.
To the northwest. Can you remember?
What was he?
A crocus-coloured brooch on his left.
Then let's go.
All right, so hopefully this time it will stick. But I was going to say I really like the animation, the
Yet another
graphics. The only thing that is off is the lip syncing.
West? And then went where?
I can just talk over him again.
Ida, what are you? I can't remember all this by
yeah, there we go.
myself.
So the animation's good. The lip syncing is pretty off. It's not, terrible. It's not so distracting that it bothers me. I basically just register mouths are moving
keep them busy for a
and
while.
keep playing. Okay, we're going to go around the back and investigate the tent. I want to show a little bit more than this one screen. That's kind of unfortunate that...
I'm too far away for...
Well, crawl over that, you stupid.
It's firmly in place.
Crawl over it.
It's firmly in...
Can you just walk over it?
I'm too far away for that.
Seriously? You really going to make me cut the barrier? That's a bit silly. Like, he seriously could just walk over that. And now they know he's been there because he cut it. That's pretty silly. I don't know why on earth
just rip it open.
you would need to do that. That's...
Nothing's happening. Most locks aren't terrible.
Okay, fine. We'll just go inside the tent. So we can at least see a different screen, what we have seen so far. So this is the tent that we talked to him before. Let's see what we can find. There's a small box.
Yeah. Whatever's in there, it smells awful.
Great. And of course, as with every RPG or a point-and-click adventure, pick up everything that you can pick up. Oh, I think am I laying the pillow down, I guess? Oh, I'm lifting the rug up? Okay, I see what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm doing it yet. Oh, I think I'm trying to just change the place, or maybe...
They smell funny. Somehow... Oh, my head. My fex. What is this stuff?
This guy was getting high all the time, apparently. I think we're probably supposed to be intentionally messing the place up, so he's harder to find. Oh, there's a key. That, or we're just investigating the
That's
scene.
enough, Bryder. We have a statement. Have you thoroughly searched the crime scene?
Apparently
Yeah,
not.
nothing there. If there's anything else, it must be in the tent. I'll just finish writing this up.
Uh-oh. If only there were a door here.
I'm gonna guess it's not gonna let me just leave. I'm gonna have to find some other way to leave.
I can't exit.
Yeah.
I'd stumble directly into the main...
Alright, so we don't want to stumble into the mage's arms. Well, kinda do. She's kinda cute. Let's see, what are we gonna have to do? We're probably gonna have to get out of here somewhere.
By the time I get up there and the hammock stops swinging, they'll be onto me. If only there were...
Well, there could be. If we cut it open with a knife. Yeah, see, that makes sense. There's not been too many puzzles where you have to go out of your way and make something real,
Come on,
do something
close,
really weird.
quickly.
Oh wow, there's one. There's
Made
some
it.
guys back
And
here.
don't disturb the crime scene. I'll hear every sound.
That was close. Huh? There's another one here. Apparently the mages haven't even found him yet. Prius be with me. That's the mask from the burial chamber. What else has that merchant fellow been keeping from me?
Interesting. Let's go and grab that mask.
He's got the mask firmly clutched in his hand. I need to use rougher measures if I want to get it loose.
Okay. Alright, I think that's actually just about it. Again, there's not really much to show in a point-and-click adventure games for you get the rough idea of what it's like. Again, I really like the art style. I really like the animation. The voice acting so far has mostly been really good. There's been a few little hiccups there, here and there, but definitely not a big deal. I've really enjoyed it. I'm actually quite interested in the story, finding out what's going on with, like, why are these two characters connected? The one you're playing and the one that was finding this mask that you just found. Why they're connected, what's going on, what's the story with the mask. There's a riddle as well that they give you that I'm completely stumped on. So I'm actually interested in finding out, and I'll actually play this probably off screen and finish it just because I'm curious what's going to go on. Again, I think there are, I apologize, I meant to look this up before I started recording. I think there's 7 acts, and it took me about an hour and a half, 2 hours to do the first act, and I tried not to abuse the hint option too much. So depending on how quickly you can solve these yourself or how quickly you refer to walkthroughs and or the hint system, it might take you more or less time. The game is Memoria. It is $19.99. You can buy it on Steam. Again, it does support achievements and Steam trading cards if you guys want to check it out. For $19.99, I would say that for that price, I would say if you are big into point-and-click adventures, I would say definitely check it out. If you just kind of like them, for that price, you might want to wait for a sale. It's hard to say for sure. You'll just have to kind of make a value judgment yourself since I haven't played the whole thing. But yeah, definitely check it out. Let me know what you guys think if you do pick it up. And Daedalic, you should watch. If you like point-and-click adventure games, you should definitely check out Daedalic Entertainment and their stable of games, as they have quite a bit of these, to my understanding. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of these videos, and I will see you next time.